protection.
Right.
So where was your first training base then?
It's in Pensacola.
Okay. Oh, Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah, they did me dirty. I went to Fort Sill for job training, Aberdeen, Maryland Fort Sill for basic training, Aberdeen, Maryland for job training. Got orders to go to Hawaii for permanent duty.
Oh, wow.
6 weeks before graduation, I was like, all right, that'll work. 2 weeks before graduation, they changed my orders back to Fort Sill.
Oh.
You dangled it in front of me and then you yanked it away.
I was excited. I had orders to go to San Antonio, and as we were out processing, they said, you've been diverted, right? I'm like, no. I had an apartment and everything ready for my. Yeah, you're going to Fort Irwin, California, in the middle of the Mojave Desert. What?
That's a desert out that way.
Oh man, and it's you leave I-10, and it's 40 miles into the desert one way. That's it. There's no other road on the other side. There's one road in, one road out.
I went to 29 Palms, California for live training.
Yep.
With the artillery unit. Pretty neat experience. Our first sergeant put us in front of the firing line for night. They were doing night fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. First rocket went off and we're like, hey Sarge. We checked in with everybody and they're like, y'all are good, just stay where you at. Like, but we're in front of the whole time. Those MRLSs are pretty cool machines.
Mm-hmm. We've got a nice little trail in Belton that goes along the river, but this is much nicer.
They've done a lot of work here lately on the banks and kind of dredging it a little bit.
Yeah.
They released something like 3,500 catfish in it, I guess 2 weekends ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my kids go to school. They go to school just right on the river here, and they would do field trips and they do fishing.
Okay. Man, those are the kinds of field trips right there.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's teaching them life skills. All right, here's how to fish. We're not going to give you fish. We're going to teach you how to fish.
But this river has got all blockades on it, so
Yeah,
it's not. If it wasn't there, this would be all dry.
Oh, okay.
I think there's 4 or 5 different little dams on it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that when I first got here because I had a canoe, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna go canoe up the river.
Yeah.
And then came to the
Not
first
very
blockade,
far.
like, nope.
We're going to throw this in the trash real quick. Well, it's an apt shirt for today.
Yes.
Second Amendment
That's why
Christian.
I threw it on. I was like, that's a good opportunity. It's a definite conversation starter. At Walmart or wherever I go. Always somebody's like, that's a kick-ass shirt. Yes, it is. If you're man enough to wear it, there's the website.
Fish. The grocery store has fish.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we don't.
Until we get Bernie in office, and then the grocery store has nothing.
A bunch of ketchup bottles.
Yeah. Today we're gonna have ketchup cakes. What's that? Oh, it's just dried ketchup. Yep. I just don't remember San Angelo being like this green and.
We've had 2.5 inches in the last week, so
Okay.
it's the timing. It's usually like you remember dry and brown.
Oh, okay.
The last couple of years, it seems like we've gotten a lot more.
Yeah.
It's a weird looking squirrel. Yeah. So they pretty gun friendly around here?
For the most part, I know, I guess it was 2 years ago, they had a big gun walk over by Academy on Sherwood Way, one of the main roads.
Uh-huh.
There was probably 45 guys out there.
Okay.
Or ladies and guys. All had rifles and everything.
Well, I've started to carry my rifle a lot more again because Bonin pretty much pissed me off. And, you know, he's sitting there trying to say that constitutional carry is criminal carry. Well, I mean, we have criminal carry for rifles.
Yeah.
I mean, are criminals carrying rifles because those aren't regulated? I saw a video a friend of mine posted. I don't know if it was a recent interview with him or an older one, where he actually said that we've gone too far to the right. I'm like, whoa. I sure hope that's a new one, because if he got elected speaker and that's an old video, shame on everyone that voted for him. I mean, what does that even mean? We've gone too far to the right. What we protect life too much. We want too many gun rights, or we want too much liberty.
No, we just want what we're supposed to have.
Y'all hung up?
A snake?
You need a shot? Just kidding.
No, I didn't need it. Cut him loose, but I threw a rock on him, so I don't know if he still alive.
What kind of snake is it?
It came out of the water though. So I
Hey.
threw it on top of his head, but I don't know if he's being held down by the rock or what.
Oh, there he. Oh, he looks like he's poisonous. He's got that triangular head.
If I had some kind of big old blade, I'd cut him off right
Well,
there.
I got a big old blade.
Do you really? You cut his head off?
Oh yeah.
All right. It don't matter if you cut the line. There you go. Thank you.
There you go.
Now we can get one thing if I lose that head.
Oh, did I skip a piece?
No, he's cut loose. He just that string still wrapped.
Oh, I
around
got you.
on that end. On this end here.
There you go.
Look, he came loose.
Well, there you go. You can go and grill the rest of that.
Right. Right. Oh, eat snake though. Got caught on this carpet.
That's weird when you see a headless snake, the head just still,
Yeah.
tongue coming out and everything.
Can you get that little piece of carpet right there for me?
Yeah.
The lure sure catches on everything. It caught on the snake, so
Here, let me put this down.
just put his head up. Put his head up.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. Much better. Now I can.
Now you can bring him up around like
Oh, here, yeah. Put him on the table or something, right?
Yeah, here's what we just. Oh, yeah. There's his head. Yeah. Well, there's his head. He's got the meat if you're hungry.
no, that's all right.
I'm not sure what kind of snake you were. Yeah, I don't know either. I was trying to identify.
Is that a moccasin or?
Yeah. Could be. I ain't gonna open his mouth. Could be
Here.
Cotton mouth. It's flat. It'd be a cotton mouth. But copperhead.
Oh, he's got teeth in there.
Yeah,
Oh, there's his. Yeah. That was a poisonous dude.
He got the slant eyes, nice. See, he's got round pupils.
Oh,
All your poisonous snakes will have
the slant.
pupils like a cat.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a water snake.
He's dead
Well,
right now.
he's dead now. Y'all take care.
Never know what you'll run into.
Yeah. All right, action adventure.
Welcome to San Angelo.
Now they're gonna call me a fringe knife rights guy. Going around murdering innocent poisonous snakes. Yeah, I normally, if I had, well, I wouldn't have shot it here, but yeah, I've got a 45 or a 410 Judge Public Defender that I shoot my snakes with around my house, but I don't mind the garden snakes and all the good snakes because they keep all the rats out of everything. But we get some nice rattlers up there. I'm sure y'all do too here.
Oh yeah. Had a friend of mine found one on her dresser in her bedroom. Rattlesnake. They called a West Texas rattlesnake. They came out and cleaned out from under the house. And I think they found 7.
Wow.
We always find them when we're out. They like to hide in our hay bales.
Yep.
And so you don't see them until you lift up that hay bale and it's right underneath it, all coiled up.
Yeah, they got one the other day. It was 68 inches long. Dang. Huge old rattlesnake.
We can just go to the road and back. I know y'all aren't really dressed for going very far, or at least
I'm
flip-flop.
not.
Yeah, at least you're not. So what's this over here on this side? What's this big building here?
That's the River Terrace. It's got a restaurant and offices.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's it.
Then a bunch of mansions and stuff.
Yeah, but there's one of them over here was for sale for $30 million.
You know, even if I had
That kind
and
of
could
money.
spare $30 million, I would not buy a $30 million house.
Or no, $3 million.
3 million. Well, even
But still,
3 million.
either way.
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
Expensive here.
Yeah. Oh man, I was surprised at how expensive Midland, Odessa was for.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna stay there last night, but the hotels were, gosh, it was like $200,
Yeah.
and these aren't nice hotels.
But oilfield's cranking back up finally. So
Yeah.
they're all
Well, I guess those guys are just gonna. I guess they left. They're not following us anymore.
probably
Of course, they probably just waited till we left and went and ran my license plate. Okay, he's good. Oh, it's that guy.
stay away.
Abort, abort. Oh, remind me when I get back. I'll get y'all give y'all a T-shirt.
Should have had that before.
What's
I
that?
would have wore that shirt here.
Oh, I forgot I put my bike on the rack, but I can lift it up though.
I was in a rush to get over here because it took about 20 minutes to get over here.
Oh, okay.
So I was like,
I was,
grab
all
what
wa-
can and run.
I was all watching you in the seat going, all right, I know where he's at.
That's what I was doing.
He's at the car.
Those look like beavers. They're like squirrels that are colored like beavers.
Yeah, they're not big enough to be otters. They're squirrels. Huh. Interesting. But yeah,
Look at that. They're like dual colored. Really weird. The things that interest me.
that first couple is in at the stop sign. because I came up, I turned in right here and went into the parking lot up by the golf course. There's another one,
Where?
another squirrel.
Oh,
Squirrel.
Yes.
You thought it meant another cop.
yeah. I was like,
My bad.
where?
Now this is kids kingdom.
Yeah.
Kids park.
Yep.
That was just a park up there for kids?
Yeah, it's just a big playground.
On this side or that side?
Yeah.
On the left.
Oh, okay. I can't remember where I was, and oh no, I was watching a video with another guy, and he was it was up in Oklahoma, and he was carrying an AR pistol, and you know, police came up on him heavy and started lecturing him about, you know, you're in a park, and most people would see that as a rifle. It's an AR pistol, and you know, most people don't know better. You know, there are kids playing here. What I don't get is, why don't people respond to that statement with a question like, well, what does that matter? I've got kids.
Right.
How y'all doing? Good. Like,
Well, my youngest one can outshoot me.
yeah, I mean, my daughter at 8 years old was shooting like the feet of a chicken intentionally. Well, it was a picture target. I'm like, what? I've got kids. What do kids have to do with it?
Right.
Maybe if people raised their kids better, they wouldn't be afraid of a law-abiding citizen or a peaceful citizen with a gun. That's just an excuse. But we buy into it. How y'all doing? Good, wonderful. Well, I won't go down that way anyway. I was going to stop here anyway, even before I knew the kids were down there.
No, my kid's been shooting since they were 6.
Yep.
My youngest one wants to cook deer.
They have an event here every year around June where for girls, for daughters, and they call them Daughters at the Range. And you sign up, and then as long as you get registered, it's all free.
Huh.
And they set you up with a rifle or a pistol
Yeah.
and have a bunch of targets, and you're with an instructor, NRA instructor, or some sort of firearms instructor.
It's like a daddy-daughter thing.
Yeah.
Better than daddy-daughter dances.
Yep. And they teach you, gun safety. They go over all the rules of being at a range and what not to do, what to do. And you have one-on-one with that instructor to figure out how to shoot, how to be safe, how to load, and all that.
See, that's what drives me nuts when I'm at the Capitol and I hear these gun-dense people that are pushing all these gun control laws, all in the name of gun safety, and not a single one of them have to do with education.
Yep.
Like that right there is a perfect example of a program that's gun safety related, because it teaches the fundamentals of gun safety.
Yep.
And the NRA, as much as I can't stand the NRA, their Eddie Eagle program is absolutely amazing. It's the best childhood safety program in the world, I think. So at least they do one thing right, but...
Did they do a good job of getting rid of the one guy?
Which one? Oh, no, Oliver North is stepping down, so Wayne LaPierre, the red flag lover, is still in.
Yeah, that red flag, that scares me.
And they changed the rules at the convention about how you can, you've got to be a life member for at least 5 years before you can run for a board position. So they're trying to keep the establishment guys in as long as possible. I was talking to my wife, I'm like, maybe I've been a life member for a long time.
Yeah.
And even though they'll never get another dollar from me, maybe I should run for the board and try to straighten them people out. That's the only reason I've never renounced my membership. I mean, I sent in my cut up membership card, but I never renounced my membership. I just sent it in as a statement because I can't complain if I'm not a member.
Yeah.
And whether I like it or not, they've got all that power right now. They've got all the money, although it seems like they don't have as much money as they thought they did. What a beautiful day, isn't it? Getting a little humid with the sun coming out, but still feels good.
Yeah. A little cloudy.
Yep.
And it's gonna rain.
But after the session's over, we're going to be completely retooling Open Carry Texas and restructuring it and creating a, how are you? We're going to look into creating a pack. And we've got I've been working on a grading system, kind of like how the NRA does it, but ours is going to be a real grading system where if you don't sponsor our major legislation that session, like as a co-author, then the highest you can get is a B. We're not going to play the game of just
What you say.
yeah. It's more than just your vote. We want you to put, if you truly support gun rights, if you want to be A-rated with the OCT, then you're going to put your name on the line. If you're not willing to put your name on the line, then you're only a B-rated. And then we got a point system based on, we're not going to put out what bills we're grading on. But there will be a sliding scale based on our importance. So we're going to have categories that only the board knows about. And that way we don't have representatives trying to skew the point system by only pushing bills that they're going to get higher grades on. Because that's what the NRA does. The NRA picks a few bills and they get graded on those bills that are going to pass. And then nobody pushes the other stuff. And they let it die in committee, and they don't get punished for letting something die in committee. And so also, if you're a committee chair and you don't hold a hearing on a major piece of legislation that we're backing, then your highest grade can't be but a B. And you have to, the hearing's got to be within or outside of the 30-day window, because in Texas, so if you push a bill, because there's a whole timeline on, when bills can be filed, when they are heard in committee, and then when they get heard on the floor and get through calendars committee.
Yeah.
But there's how y'all doing? But there's if a bill is in the calendars committee for more than 30 days, a group of representatives can force that bill out. So what they do to kill good gun legislation is they hold off until the end. And the 30-day time period, I think, was May. Actually, I think it was April 27th or something like that. So any bills that are now getting heard and pushed out of committee after April 27th, they could die in committee or they could not. It's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
That's why we were trying to get our bill out so quick. So if they play those games on our bills, they're also going to get punished on the ratings as well. So we're going to have an actual rating system. It's going to be pretty complex, which is why we still haven't rolled it out yet. But I want to make sure if somebody's got an A rating, they deserve it.
Accountability is good.
Yes. Because, when you got people like Bonin going around saying, oh, I'm A rated, and he hasn't done jack squat.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? Good.
So where are we at? Are you still live?
Say again?
Are you live?
Yeah. Okay. And once we get closer to the car, I'll go ahead and turn it off when it looks like we're not going to have any issues at all. Yeah, 2013 and 2014, I learned what swatting was, and it wasn't always just me. It was our groups in Houston had that problem. And you've got groups like Moms Demand Action actually telling their people to call the police and say that they're waving their guns around. Squirrel looks like it's just sunbathing on that rock.
Maybe half of his body is like underground, the other half is sunbathing. That's why it's got like.
Oh, that could be it too.
You walked a little farther than I thought you did.
You did a pretty good job.
Well, this is good because I'm going to be stuck in a car for, I don't know, what, 4 hours? How far is...
It's about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, about 4.
okay.
Down a plenty of gun shows.
Yeah, figure out what's going on with my gimbal there.
That was the one I lost the front end of my car.
Oh, really?
Going over the same side of River Bridge.
Uh-huh.
Smacked a deer doing it.
Oh. Well, I've got a cover that the engine, the thing on the bottom, the splash guard, that's hanging down in my car, so I get this scraping sound. I just haven't been able to jack it up and fix it yet. I don't care, it's just a piece of plastic. How you doing? That is a pretty dog. Oh, jeez. And we were out there on the border Friday. Or was it Friday? Yeah, Friday. And caught 6 guys. We were heading back because it was getting ready to get dark. 6 guys there, all dressed in black, where the fence ends or the wall ends. And they were kind of huddled in the shadows of a bush, waiting for it to get dark. They were wearing all black. They had black gloves on and jugs of water. And they saw us. As soon as they saw us come around this little hill where the wall ends, because we were walking up the road to see all the clothes that are strewn along the dirt trail.
Yeah.
And they just took off running. As soon as they saw us, they took off running. Back into
You
Mexico.
were busted.
Yep. They were probably in their early 20s, late teens. How are y'all doing? It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
I saw that video actually.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you, what was the camp that was nearby there?
Camp Liberty? It used
Yeah.
to be Camp Liberty.
Yeah, what is that? I didn't know.
Those. So, have you seen the news reports of the group that did the human wall? Like they lined from where the fence ended on one side of the mountain, all the way up the mountain to the other side where the.
I heard you talking about it, but I didn't actually see any of the.
But that was their staging area, and that's also
Okay.
where they go and they watch for illegals crossing over.
Okay.
Well, apparently they were able to find some easement thing for the railroad, and I guess the camp was technically on that easement, and so they tried to they claimed private property of that area, and right now what they're doing is trying to they're using the FBI now to investigate these guys, and they're threatening them and all that kind of stuff. So they don't meet there anymore. There's private property that they meet on now, that they've got permission. but they don't let them carry rifles on that private property. They can have handguns, but not rifles.
That's on the New Mexico side.
That's on the New Mexico side, yeah. So it's the United Constitutional Patriots and some other group, Concerned Citizens of El Paso or something like that. Well, they're gone. I guess they trust us. They've already ran our plates, put us in the system.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because I doubt we're going to have any more issues. Y'all take care.